here, there, everywhere. That's where you'll find TKO8 Television's Jim Buchanan. Interesting, informative, entertaining, strange, unusual, uplifting, inspirational. All these things and more await you on this 30-minute television journey that'll take you here, there, and everywhere. Broadcasting from TKO8 Studio C, here's Jim Buchanan.
Welcome once again to Jim Buchanan's Here, There, and Everywhere. I'm TKO8 Television's news director, Jim Buchanan, and boy howdy do I have a show full of Halloween spooky, kooky goodness in store for you. First up in our Here segments, we'll investigate a couple local haunts that are sure to scare you right out of your socks. Then we'll head out there to a spot that will broaden your mind to things that you never knew existed. Believe it or not. And then we'll go everywhere with the Ozarks Ghost Research Society to see some real ghost encounters caught on both audio and videotape. Plus, I'll announce the ticket winners who will be partaking in a full day's worth of entertainment at the Hollywood Entertainment Center in Branson, Missouri, which includes the Castle of Chaos 5D adventure. All of that and so much more are coming your way in 60 seconds when I take you with me here, there, and everywhere.
Frenzy on the Square has the latest in women's, children's, and plus-size fashions at very affordable prices. Frenzy has expanded and added name brands such as Tom's Shoes, Big Star Jeans, and Miss Me Jeans. Frenzy has new arrivals daily and unmatched customer service with free gift wrapping, free delivery, and layaway. While you shop, you can enjoy our unique atmosphere as well as our lounge with complimentary refreshments and children's play area. Frenzy, more than just a store, it's a shopping experience.
Welcome back. Let's join Jim as he takes a deeper look at things going on here.
Before we get into the spooky and kooky Halloween fun of this week's show, I first have to share with you something new from an old friend in town. And these offerings aren't scary at all. Actually, it's wonderfully delicious. Clarence Yoder and the crew at Homey Hearth Bakery is well known for their incredible soups, sandwiches, and desserts. And now there's another aspect of this 20-year staple of delectable delights that I am personally excited to share with you, their new breakfast bar. I spoke with Clarence about what all you can expect to find every Tuesday through Friday morning.
Well, the breakfast pizza, we use bread dough for the crust, and it's got sausage, bacon, onions, mushrooms, peppers, and of course the eggs in it. And topped with 4 different kinds of cheeses, and tastes very good. Of course, then we've got the bacon, hash browns, eggs, cheese sauce, and on Thursdays and Fridays we have chocolate gravy for biscuits, and Tuesday through Friday we have sausage gravy and biscuit as well.
And the only thing better than the food itself is the price tag. The Homey Hearth Breakfast Bar is only $4.99 per person. You do the math and you'll see Homey Hearth is bringing you the best bang for your breakfast buck, and your taste buds will thank you too. For the past several weeks, I've teased you about the horrific happenings going on behind the butcher paper at Independent Living Incorporated's haunted house located on South Cherry Street in Harrison. Now, in a second, I'll give you a brief glimpse at what lays in store for you brave souls who are willing to embark on the adventure. But first, let me introduce you to Independent Living's Trish Valines about the not-so-scary reason for the haunted house.
Well, we have decided this year to do a haunted house as a fundraiser for our clients' Christmas party. We have a huge Christmas party in December every year for the clients, which we have 60, the staff, and we have a little over 115 staff members and their families, and it ends up being about 300 people. So the haunted house is a fundraiser strictly for the Christmas party, and it is going to be really scary. I go through there even with the lights on, and I end up jerking around and getting spooked.
Well, like Trish said, the haunt may be based in warm and fuzzy Christmas delights, but inside this good-hearted fundraiser is a bunch of Halloween frights. Taking it to the next level of terror, I caught up with this unidentified representative of another haunt that is planned for the area. Now, this location is intended to really terrify you. Seriously.
We're going to actually have really Harrison's scariest haunted house ever is our goal. That's what we're wanting to do. In all honesty, it's not going to be a lot of thrills. It's not going to be a lot of things to see. Our tagline is, we'll see you in the dark, because most of this is going to be very dark. What we're really wanting to accomplish is what a haunted house is supposed to accomplish, and that is just literally just scare you to death. And that's what we're trying to do with this. So it's honestly, we're promoting this as not really for kids, because it's going to be too scary for kids.
Now that's a pretty high expectation you're laying out there, Ego, so I'll put it to the test personally. To take one for the team, I will try it out personally this coming weekend and bring you my review and report on next week's show. Another really interesting gala that's planned for the haunting season is something a little less frightening yet still steeped with Halloween tradition. The Ozark Arts Council is hosting a Masquerade Ball on October 29th. I spoke with Lyric Theater Operations Manager and Ozark Arts Council Representative Vivi Allen to learn more.
The Masquerade Ball is planned for October 29th from 9 to 12 p.m. at 12 Oaks. It is going to be a spectacular event. The people are to come, and we're calling it a Masquerade Ball, but it is truly masquerade or Halloween costume. We will have a DJ on premise. Tickets are $35 or $50 for two people. So couples a good deal, and you can make your costumes look alike. The whole goal is, of course, to raise funds for the Ozark Arts Council, but it is going to be extremely fun. We have a fabulous grand prize. We have round-trip tickets to Kansas City and event tickets and several other items that go in this package, and that goes to the winner of the Masquerade contest.
The Masquerade Ball looks to include a lot of dress-up fun like so many other Halloween events going on, and now I feel it's my duty to help you out with what to wear. Returning to the Harrison area for the Halloween season is my good friend Julie Milner and her Metamorphosis costume shop. The shop is now open and is chock full of wonderful costumes and accessories for rental or purchase. And as always, Metamorphosis is delivering the goods with an incredible selection. With costumes for everyone at any age, I'm sure you'll find something that fits your personality and taste perfectly and affordably. Another very unique aspect of Metamorphosis Costume Shop is that they offer you a layaway service. And for that and the effort involved in opening up a seasonal shop like this, I have to tip my hat to Julie and her crew for again bringing back this wonderful service for our area. So go on out there and check out all the costume goodness at Metamorphosis, located on Main Street across the street from McDonald's and Sears in Harrison. Plus, you never know who or what you'll see. This week's talent showcase comes from our in-house crew at Lone Producer Studios with the intent of spreading even more Halloween cheer. Our crack team of designers and editors have put together this fun little piece that harkens back to the early days of Saturday morning merriment. Now, some of you younger folks may not be familiar with the Follow the Bouncing Ball cartoons, and that's why we've brought you this little ditty that will get you up to speed with our more seasoned viewers and myself. Plus, this is perhaps one of the most fun Halloween anthems that you may never have heard of before.
The ghost says, "Boo." The cat says, "Meow." The goblins say, "Trick or treat, it must be Halloween." The wolf howls, the wind blows, the witches laugh, he, it must be Halloween. Skeletons may dance about by jack-o'-lantern's light. Spooks and monsters are all out, 'cause the moon slime goes. The ooze goes. Ew, it's yucky, but it's fun tonight. It must be Halloween. Skeletons may dance about, but jack-o'-lanterns light. Spooks and monsters are all out, 'cause the moon is full tonight. The ghost says, "Woo!" The cat says, "Scat!" The goblins say, "Trick or treat, it must be Halloween. It must be Halloween."
Now we'd like to send out a special appreciation salute to Andrew Gold, who penned and performed that wonderful Halloween classic. Early voting has begun in the viewing area, and we do hope that all of you will take the time to make your voice heard. Now, we're still a couple weeks away from the November 2nd general election, so if you're still unsure of who deserves your vote, take a look at this week's round of candidates. Up first is current Harrison Mayor Pat Moles, who is looking for your continued support.
I'm Pat Moles, and I'm a candidate for the mayor of Harrison, Arkansas. I have been the mayor for the last 4 years, and 8 years prior to that, I was on the city council. I feel like my qualifications and my educational background in accounting and finance and the experience that I've had in your city government has qualified me to be your mayor. In the last 4 years as mayor, we have done many good projects within the city, but what I'm most proud of is the hiring of good, qualified department heads to run your city. We do a good job in keeping our budget in line, and we have done a good job in providing the services to the citizens of Harrison. In the future, I look forward to serving you as your mayor. I would appreciate your vote in November. Thank you.
Next is Mr. Shannon Snow, who is seeking the Ward 4 Position 2 spot of the Harrison City Council, running against Dan Harness.
Hi, I'm Shannon Snow, and I'm running for Harrison City Council. I'm a lifelong resident of Harrison. I have a wife, Laura, and 3 kids. I've been a Christian all of my life. We've attended the same church all of my life. I've also recently did the Boone County Leadership Program. When we did that, we got to see lots of city offices, the county offices, and I felt that I wanted to give something back to the community, and I thought the City Council was a good place to start. It's time for some change, some new faces in the City Council, and I hope to make enough change in Harrison that we can make our kids want to stay in Harrison instead of moving away. And I'd appreciate your vote.
Now we'll hear from Bill Whitty, who is hoping to fill the Boone County Judge's seat being vacated by Mike Moore.
My name is Bill Whitty, and I'm an independent candidate for Boone County Judge. I look forward to the opportunity of serving this county because I'm a 5th generation Boone County native, and I've drove the back roads in this county. I know the town well, and I know the people well. I would look forward to implementing an energy and a work ethic that would do and serve our community well. I don't pretend to have all the answers to all the problems, and I don't pretend to know everything there is to know about being a Boone County Judge. But I can assure the voters of the county that I would work hard, that I would stay focused and be committed to doing the things that they expect. Whether you live in town or whether you live in the country, whether you believe that the Boone County Judge is someone who can substantially affect your lifestyle, or whether there's someone who doesn't have a high impact on your lifestyle, I would hope that the citizens of Boone County would do what they could to elect the best person for the job. I believe that person is me. I would look forward to serving the community, and I would very much appreciate your vote and support.
And this week, District 85 State Representative John Burris returns to give the overview of the 3rd proposed amendment to the Arkansas Constitution.
Issue number 3 deals with what we call a super bond project. We set this, the legislature set it up about 2 years ago. It's a bonding mechanism that encourages big projects in the state. They call them super projects. The Toyota plant. Everybody hears about a Toyota plant. The bonding kicked in at $500 million worth of investment in the state. It provides economics and incentives through a bonding program. Well, $500 million is a big project. Unfortunately, we haven't recruited a lot of those projects, actually haven't recruited any. And so this amendment, it was a constitutional amendment that set this super project bonding up. We are asking to change that back to down to $250 million as opposed to $500 million. Hopefully just to widen the net a little bit, catch some more businesses, offer incentives to more businesses willing to come in, and hopefully create more jobs in the state that can take advantage of this program.
If you missed any of these segments or any previous responses from our local candidates, you can view them online at www.tko8.com and check out our talking ballot. Educated voting. It's our responsibility to ensure that our voice is heard and that our rights will remain. Also, I strongly encourage everyone to attend the 2-night political debate that will be conducted by TKO8 Television and the Harrison Daily Times. Both will begin at 7 p.m. on October 25th and 26th at North Arkansas College's Duran Center in downtown Harrison. Coming up, we'll take a trip out there to a place that houses the findings of a man considered to be either the most remarkable adventurer ever or the greatest teller of tall tales.
Jim Buchanan's Here, There, and Everywhere will return in a moment to take you everywhere.
This is Jeff Crockett, and I am asking for your vote as mayor of Harrison. I believe local government should be accountable to you, the taxpayers, and that city employees should be responsible for controlling budgets. I'll make sure that the growth of our town is well planned with an emphasis on bringing in new businesses that will provide new jobs. I will always put the people of Harrison first and make sure your tax dollars are spent as promised. This is Jeff Crockett, and I'm asking for your vote as mayor of Harrison.
Before we get back to the show, I'd like to personally invite you to my own little slice of the web that's a whole lot of fun. JimsMigos.com is the online web store extension of the show and all things Lone Producer Studios, plus a lot of fun stuff for kids of all ages. At JimsMigos.com, you can get DVDs from previous and current Lone Producer Studios productions, as well as fun stuff not available in our viewing area, such as these fellows. Have some fun and come play with me at JimsMigos.com. Now, let's get back to the show.
Welcome back, as Jim is ready to take you there.
And welcome back. As we go there, we discover Robert L. Ripley, who was a very unique individual. For the span of his life, Mr. Ripley had traveled the world in search of the strange and unusual. In the early days, he published his findings by way of comic strips in newspapers all across the country, as well as a radio program that aired for many, many years. But thanks to the invention of the television, Mr. Ripley was able to actually bring his findings into your living room. The Ripley's Believe It or Not features captivated readers, listeners, and viewers for decades. And today, the legacy of Mr. Ripley lives on in his museums located around the country. Now, we happen to be fortunate enough to have one of those in our own backyard. Join me in welcoming to the show the Ripleys Museum's Operations Manager, John Dixon, who shared with us a brief overview of what all was in store for everyone going to the Ripleys Museum.
Basically, we are a collection of the odd, interesting, and amazing things Robert Ripley collected throughout his life, along with optical illusions, slanted rooms, all kinds of fun stuff to read, look at, interact with. It's just a whole lot of fun for the entire family.
I'd also like to note, for an early Thursday morning when we did the taping, the museum was hopping with folks taking in the strange and unusual findings from Mr. Ripley's collection. Now, before we begin our tour, however, I wanted to know what was John's personal favorite that he considers a must-see item.
I would say one of my favorite things in the museum is we have a camel bone carving that is extremely intricate, and it is very cool.
Well, it truly is an amazing piece to view. The video doesn't do justice. Now, while we were there, and for me being a fan of Mr. Ripley's oddities ever since I can remember, I had to seek out the legendary shrunken head. And as you can see, it is absolutely odd, and if you think about it, really disturbing. But still fun in a very weird sort of way. Again, another piece that video just doesn't do justice. Thinking about our production schedule, we were in a bit of a hurry, so to be fair to the museum, I asked John to share with you what a museum experience is really like.
Yeah, normally our tour lasts about an hour and a half. The good thing is you can go at your own pace. And I think the really intriguing thing about us is it's good for the entire family. The kids have fun, the adults have fun, there's something for everybody to do, and our main goal is to make sure everybody has fun.
And thanks to John and the Ripleys Museum, I'm once again able to offer you passes to explore Mr. Ripley's collection for yourself. Now this week we're also adding an additional way for you to win. So not only can you sign up for the ticket drawing by way of email at tko8@windstream.net or mailing in your name and phone number to Tickets, care of TKO8 Television, 500 North Main Street, Suite B, Harrison, Arkansas, 72601. You can now call in your name and number to 870-741-2566. You can enter as many times as you like, so get your name in the hat now. I'll do a drawing next Monday the 25th and announce the winner on the next show that starts Tuesday the 26th. Winning at Jim Buchanan's Here, There, and Everywhere is very easy. Believe it or not. In a moment, we'll welcome the Ozarks Ghost Research Society to the program as they bring you ghostly encounters captured on tape to give you another reason to watch the shadows a little closer this Halloween season. Don't go away.
Jim Buchanan's Here, There, and Everywhere will return in a moment to take you everywhere.
Have a car to sell, a bedroom set, even a herd of goats? This is Shane with the Boone County Spotlight. We make it easy for you to earn some extra cash by advertising in our classified absolutely free. The Boone County Spotlight is mailed free to every household in Boone County twice a month. It's in the mailbox, not in the bushes. With a circulation of over 20,000, it's a great way to sell your stuff. And since it's free, every dime you sell it for, you keep. So go to BooneCountySpotlight.com now and submit your free classified ad. It's easy, it's free, it's Boone County Spotlight.
Welcome back, as Jim is ready to take you there.
A good ghost story is a key element in Halloween fun. Nowadays, thanks to modern technology, those ghost stories are possibly proving themselves to be reality, more so than flights of fancy. The Ozark Ghost Research Society, or OGRES as they're more commonly known, have been cataloging numerous encounters of these types of experiences for many years now. And as part of the global community of ghost hunters, I've asked the OGRES to share some of their findings that have been submitted to them from some of their friends from everywhere. For tonight's episode, Alicia, Rick, and Tim would like to share with you and me some very interesting evidence as collected by a group who work under the banner of New Jersey Paranormal Research. So now, turn off the lights as I turn the Here, There, and Everywhere cameras over to the Ogres, who have brought you some interesting items for this Everywhere Show and Tell.
Yeah. In this first EVP clip that you're actually going to hear is from NJPR. It's from New Jersey. You're going to hear an elderly woman saying, "Boys, boys, boys," as if talking to the investigators saying, "What are you doing?" Can you hear it? That one was very interesting to me because there's no one in that age group that's an investigator. So it kind of stood out to me saying, well, wow, this really is something here. I mean, it's actually a real EVP, a real EVP caught. In this next EVP that you're going to hear, it sounds as if someone is talking underneath the other investigators. They're walking out in the cemetery and you hear, "It's cold out there," as the investigators are actually walking inside, indoors from being outside.
This one I actually kind of liked. I thought this was one of the ones that really stood out the most, I thought. Just because the way the two ghost hunters, they were out there, they were still doing their EVP work, but underneath
you could hear it. This next video clip that you're about to see is one of my favorites. It shows a flashlight coming on by itself.
If you're here with us Can you please turn that flashlight on? Thank you.
The flashlight actually turned on in front of me that night, which actually it was actually kind of a freaky experience. I mean, it's not something that you're gonna have something happen to you every day. I mean, because you're in there you're doing your EVP work and you ask for something to show itself or prove that it's there.
Well, whenever you're all alone inside of a room and then all of a sudden you sit there and ask for something to interact with you, and boom, it does it on cue, and the flashlight turns on and starts moving kind of right there in front of you. It would freak anybody out. Not all alone, you know.
Oh yeah, because no one's in there.
Not only that, the temperature dropped also.
Exactly.
At the same time,
you can sit there and feel like a presence inside with you, and that's with anybody who's ever been walking outside all alone. You sit there and feel somebody creeping up over your shoulder. It's going to scare you. The hair on the back of your neck is going to stand up.
And this next video clip, this one is the best I think I've ever seen, and scariest. You'll actually see something coming out from underneath a chair. Keep your eyes peeled to the chair that's sitting there and watch coming flying right out of it. And notice the reaction that the cats get.
Well, one thing I sat there and noticed about this one, from what I also probably gathered from the investigator of it, this happens on a kind of a regular basis. So, and also as well, the thing I do like about this one is the cat's reaction. He does sit there and see it, you know, coming. If you look at the cat's eyes, he is following that movement of that object or whatever it is. So he is aware of it. So that, you know, whatever's happening right there, it's just not happening within the camera's kind of sight. It is happening in real life, real time.
And as with any of these claims of paranormal proof, the Ogres insist that it is up to you, the viewer, to make up your own mind when it comes to the evidence presented. You can see more of these and other clips from the Ozarks Ghost Research Society at www.theogres.com. On next week's show, the Ogres Rick Breedlove, Tim Huddleston, and Alicia Ursery will return to bring you even more astonishing paranormal encounters captured on audio and video from the group Everything Paranormal of New England. Coming up, we'll announce our ticket winners to the Castle of Chaos, as well as take a quick peek at next week's show that will be once again chock full of Halloween happenings here, there, and everywhere. Every day, needed tax revenue is forced out of our county. Whether it be to the east, west, or north, surrounding counties of the state of Missouri are getting money that belongs here in Boone County. And it's not just alcohol sales. Those traveling for their beverage purchases also spend more money on gas, groceries, and entertainment in those areas. In essence, these people are forced to take much needed money from our roads, schools, and local businesses. Stop the madness. Vote for alcohol sales in Boone County. Let's get wet. Coming up on next week's show, we'll continue our exploration of Halloween activities planned for the area, plus a few trips out there for some extra special thrills and chills. And of course, we'll welcome back the Ozarks Ghost Research Society, who will be sharing some hauntingly good ghost footage from everywhere. So, now then, let's give away these tickets here to the Castle of Chaos. And this week's winners are Truman Huddleston and Chris Richards. So, there we go. I do hope you enjoyed this little journey to here, there, and everywhere with me. I'd like to invite you back this same time next week for another 30-minute television journey. Now, in the meantime, if you've got a person, place, or thing that you'd like to learn more about or see on the show, or if you are a person, place, or thing that would like to be on the show, drop me an email at tko8@windstream.net or mail me an old-fashioned snail mail letter to Hey Jim, care of TKO8 Television, 500 North Main Street, Suite D, Harrison, Arkansas, 72601. I'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to register for the free Ripley's Believe It or Not museum tickets. So, until next time, everybody, I'm sure we'll see each other here, there, or everywhere. Good night.
Jim Buchanan's Here, There, and Everywhere is a Lone Producer Studios production in association with TKO8 Television. To learn more about the show, log on to tko8.com.